Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America. Valentine's Day is dead. It has come, so to speak, it has passed, it is gone. And in its place comes a much more interesting holiday. It is time for us to, in its wake, celebrate my favorite holiday, Le Petit Mort. February the 15th. It comes once a year. Let's enjoy it while it lasts, shall we? That's right, the time has come for, once again, that chilling, strangely clarifying fog to waft through our person and reach down to the very darkest depths of our soul, and I will be with you, leading the way into this journey into darkness tonight, or this morning. Who knows what time it is. Thank you. In any case, I am sick, as you may have been able to gather from my attitude. Then again, we're probably all sick in some way, shape, or form, be it physical or metaphorical, I don't know. Be that as it may, today, on this wonderful holiday, you and I and anyone else who may be joining you can consider ourselves to be lucky to not be amongst those who, in the wake of Valentine's Day, find themselves wallowing in the swamp of uncertainty, because you and I, and all of us, can, as part of the observation, revel in the dismal abyss of self-awareness. Isn't it ever so much fun? I thought that was what you would say. So what I would like you to do is, for a minute, in observation, close your eyes. Or don't close your eyes and continue to look at wan old me, I don't care. And picture, imagine, think, in your mind, envision a special person, very special person, very dear to you. Doesn't have to be someone you interact with a lot. Doesn't even have to be someone who you know. Doesn't have to be someone who exists. Just someone who is important to you in some part of you. And think of a special place. A place that's very dear to your heart for whatever reason that may be. Be it a memory or perhaps an ambition, an aspiration, or just a sense that it gives off. Imagine these things and put them together. Just envision that. Somewhere inside of you, somewhere in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, conjure up that image, and then ask yourself why it is that you are not in that place, and you are not with that person, and you are instead sitting at your computer, watching me. It's a very interesting thought, and something I think we all need to contemplate a bit more than we are, and that's why we have this day. And don't just think about it, tell me. Tell me why it is that you are not in the place with the person doing the thing, whatever that thing may be. I don't know, it differs from person to person. I'll tell you mine, if you want. I don't mind. I mean, after all, it is Le Petit Mort, and it's a time for sharing. And yet, at the same time, a time for terrible, intense introversion. Oh, how fun it is! In any case, some time ago, year, 2 years almost, more like a year and a half, when I first started up this channel, YouTube thing, I said to myself two things. I said that my colors were going to be white and black, and that I would not, under any circumstances, talk about myself, because I figured, who wants to hear about me? Certainly I don't. Not when I'm talking about it. In any case, I am wearing white and black today, so I can probably break the other rule. And I can tell you why I am actually sitting here, making this video instead of being with the person, in the place, doing the thing. And that is, I think, the best way to describe it. So, I myself am no stranger to this whole business of the thing and stuff, and the whatever, and the... No, I'm not. In fact, at one point, for a couple of months, I was something of a, how much time do I have? Oh, brilliant. I was something of a, quasi-part-time stalker. Yes, that's what I said. Quasi-part-time stalker. Part-time, because I didn't do it all the time. And quasi, because there were two things that I didn't do. Stalking, I think, involves following a person, which I couldn't really do. And also, there was no secrecy involved. No camouflage, disguise, what have you. Although, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how is that stalking at all? Well, I did have a pair of binoculars. So I think that counts. Tatterdemalion is stalking you. And part-time, although only part of the time is devoted to this stalking business. I suppose the rest of my time was devoted to thinking about this stalky. Not that I mean this in a menacing way. Not that I was a stalker in a lecherous way. Nothing like that at all. I'm sure you can realize that. I'm sure you can recognize that. Never would I dream of anything sinister in this context. It's just that I did what I could work with. And I know what you may be thinking. You may be thinking, people who have to stalk another person under cover of daylight, rather than confronting this person for whatever reason, if they have some sort of interest in them, they have no ability with regards to confrontation. That is not true. That is an utter lie. I have no problem with confrontation. I have no fear of people. In fact, I did, at one point, take the confrontational route. Didn't work. I mean, just point blank, you tell someone that you like them, they just get kind of like confused. Very confused, to be honest. So, just, you have to go back to the whole stalking business. People tell you you're creepy, you're not. It's really not creepy, just good intentioned, really, very well-meaning, very well-intentioned, and they just can't recognize that. And then eventually, some months later, well, not months later, maybe a month later, I did get a message over the internet that this person sent me, telling me that apparently I made him feel very uncomfortable. In fact, he used the words, "leave me alone," twice in the same sentence. So, that cease and desist order happening, my story ended. And that's why, here on Le Petit Mont, I am making a video, rather than being with the person, in the place, doing the thing. That's my excuse. What about yours? What about yours? As I said, I am sick. I have been sick all day. Terribly congested. But now I've got to the point that my congestion is gone. And instead my stomach is horribly upset from a day's worth of involuntarily swallowing my own mucus. There, get that thought through your heads. Think about it. Enjoy it. Choke on it if you have to. And I think that's about it for me. I'm out of time. My camera will stop recording this at any second. I don't have any sort of wonderful, cheerful, polite, witty, clever ending here. And I'm not going to edit one in. I'm going to be shut off in a second anyway. And I think that there is nothing left to say. Now, what I want to know is what you have to say. And you people never respond. Never do. This is your chance. And I get the feeling that you're not going to take it. And I'm telling you, with that video, of either my subscribers or people who I know in real life, or both, I have just lost, for some reason or another, whatever friends I may have. Yeah, I feel good about myself. War. Peace. Shut up. I love you. I hate you. Whatever.